So like, I like to test it out, and if I see that it's not for me, then it's not for me. Oh yeah, the MA-10 Slade, even though it doesn't usually sound like a good idea to have two assault rifles together, MA-10 Slade and Blazer is a great combo because the Blazer has piercing rounds, and the MA-10 like, so the Blazer has, not the Blazer, the MA-10 has piercing rounds and a fast reload, as well as moderately high damage. The Blazer has insane damage, as you can see.
Yeah, it does. And it's got 1,000 round capacity.
Pretty much, yeah. So, it's a good combination. Oh wait, since he's gone, man, the Chinese guy, I don't understand what missions that he would want, but give me 1 sec, I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Alright.
Alright, I'm back. This level is fun. It's one of the more fun levels for a high level.
Alright, well, let's do it.
For sure. Wait, let me see. No, this isn't the fun one. This one is the horrible one. This one... Not this one. This one is the fun one. This one is terrible. This one is horrible. I absolutely despise this level.
Oh, did your brother join? Okay.
Ah, shit. I'm kind of nervous, though, because whenever my cousin says that there's bad news, it's really bad news. Whenever my cousin says there's good news, it's decent news.
Bad news.
Can be.
It's bad, decent news.
Yeah. It's not good enough to compensate for the bad. But I know that it makes me nervous. Man, whenever somebody says that there's bad news, they should just say what it is, that way, because it makes a person anxious, you know? Whoever's using the Ghost Chaser DA clearly doesn't know how to play Wing Diver. Anybody who uses that, I feel bad for him. In my opinion, that weapon is garbage, dude. Some people love it. Some people really love it, but I think it's garbage.
Holy smokes, this gun is good.
Which one?
Oh, but that reload time, though. The Blazer.
Yes, it's really good. The reload time, it upgrades to about, maybe like, I forget the exact number, but I think it's like 9 seconds or something. That's still not too good, but that's why you have the MA-10 Slade. Like, try reloading the MA-10 Slade. Just fire shot and reload.
Yeah, that's quick as hell.
And you saw the damage. It's not bad. Not bad at all. And the fact that it's got decent range as well as a, doesn't have as long range as the Blazer, but it's got, like, it's got decent damage, decent rate of fire, decent range. It's got very fast reload time. It's a reliable gun. That's what you call the old reliable. Doesn't excel in any area, but it damn well has very little flaws.
I used to call the old reliable Sword on Oblivion. It was an obsidian sword with the fucking ice effect, but that's a whole nother story.
Is that in
Sword
Art Online?
Trusty. No, this is just Oblivion.
Oh, so just Oblivion? I've never played that one yet.
Oh man.
I
The graphics are wanting nowadays, but
which
at
one?
the time they were revolutionary. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
Oh.
winged aliens.
I've only ever had one experience with Elder Scrolls, although I heard like Skyrim was really good, and that is with Elder Scrolls Online, and to me it wasn't all that.
Dude, seriously, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, dumb the fuck out of it.
What do you mean?
Like, well, what I mean is that it took the RPG elements and dumbed it down.
I see.
Whereas Oblivion, you had true control over your character.
What's that one where like you could have like speech 100 and like defeat the final boss by talking to him?
Maybe Morrowind? I can't think of one where that happened.
It was like a samurai looking boss. Like he had a mask on.
Is that Fallout?
It might have been Fallout, yeah.
Yeah, well, Fallout, you could talk to the fucking, I'm trying to remember, Kaiser, even though it's Caesar, but whatever. But you could talk him out of it and he'll be like, fine, I'll join you.
I see.
And then you take over the Vegas Strip.
By the way, you should try learning Air Raider, because Air Raider is probably like, if you ever decide to join me again after tonight and you see me like helping guys out with Inferno or whatever, Air Raider will get you through it.
I'm a purist.
That's true. That makes sense.
I can't help it. I have to play the Ranger.
I understand.
But no. But I'm also flexible.
All right.
I just need to get my fucking armor up so I don't fucking die with one hit.
Well, that's why I said to play Air Raider, because mainly just because the vehicles. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want tips on armor farming, I'd say, like, you saw what I was doing, right?
A dragon? What the fuck?
Yeah, these things are like dragons.
I didn't even see that enemy before.
They're very annoying. Most annoying enemies in the game.
Is that a toad dragon?
Yeah, it's a tadpole.
Yeah, I'm dead, dude. Stop hovering over my body.
You know what? I think I figured out the lore of EDF. The toads are sick and tired of Mario or Luigi going into their house and taking their items. So they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna start a rebellion.
We want mushrooms, damn it.
Exactly. Wait, a toad eating a mushroom, isn't that cannibalism?
Yes.
Because if you think about it. You know, if it weren't for their stupid fire projectiles, I think you could probably survive this, because you seem to have the skill.
Dude, I actually have quite a lot of FPS and third-person shooter skills. It's just that
yeah, the low
I
armor
don't think
and the
I'm set up to the. Yeah, I'm just not set up to take this type of damage right now.
Yeah, you're heavily under-leveled for this. For like the missions that we're doing some of the most difficult missions in the entire game. You're seriously under-leveled for these.
Like I said, me and Vinny, back before he lost all his data, we stopped at mission 37 on normal.
Yeah. Well, I'm really glad that you guys were playing hard mode, because I would not, like that guy said, I definitely would not have gone anywhere near your lobby. But I've had a good time hanging out with y'all. But if you guys were playing on normal, I would have been.
I don't even know how it happened. Someone came into my lobby and like switched it to hard to get more people, and the moment I did, I had full lobbies.
Exactly. That's exactly it, because like anybody who's playing this game trying to beat it 100%, anybody who's trying to beat it, they know that normal, because it's such a long grind anyways, so
might as well go to hard mode
normal and stuff. Huh?
Because he explained to me that hard mode was normal plus easy.
Yeah.
So if one were to do hard mode and then do hardest in Inferno, I mean obviously do hard first, but at that point you're prepared for the higher levels.
Yeah. But here's one thing is that I'm taking you guys through, like I'm doing a lot of Inferno missions with you guys, That way, next time you guys
are.
join me, you guys will have like level 8. Like, you can't use these weapons unless you're gonna use them in single player, or you're gonna use them with the guy who has limits off. But yeah, next time you guys join me and we run through hard, you guys are it's because I remember you guys were talking about me with my multiple lasers, right? But I had limits on. I could have died there easily too. It's just that I have the skill not to get touched in hard, depending on the mission. But like,
I'm gonna try to revive our friends.
okay, go ahead. Oh yeah, do you want me to explain how reviving works?
Welcome and press the O button.
Well, no, because remember how you guys were like saying, oh, he gets full health when you revive? I thought it was only a portion.
Yes.
So, basically, somebody with higher, like, so you know how, like, you have an armor, like, it's like how much health you're at versus how much health you could have total, right?
So, like, I'm at 671 now. When I revive him, he'll get 671.
No, he'll get half of it. He'll get half of what you currently have, right?
Ah, okay.
So, like, but there's a like, it's the cap. Like, for example, even though when I revive you, I'm giving you 200,000 health, you only get the max that you could hold, you know? But I'm still losing 200,000 health, so that's why you get full health.
So
right?
I see. I was at full health, now I'm at half.
Yeah. But you see
I
how
did
he's
not
at, like,
know
a very minimal health, right?
Yeah.
If I were to revive him, I'd give him full health.
I did not know that. Man, dude, you're teaching me so much.
Yeah, EDF is a complex game. Like, even though it might seem very simple, just fight ginormous aliens and save the world, there's actually a lot of math to it, and there's actually a lot of, like, just complexity between different, like, styles. Each mission has its own strategy for, like, on the lower missions with limits on, depending on your skill, you could get through it on the lower missions. But on Inferno, with limits on, each mission has a specific strategy that's good for it, you know?
Yeah.
And like specific, Air Raider is usually like a, he usually brings a lot to the table when it comes to strategies, because he brings defense buffs, and he brings tactical airstrikes where you can prioritize targets, because sometimes you want to kill specific targets at specific times in order to conserve waves and not have everything come at you.
Yes.
So, this game is actually a very, on the lower difficulties, nobody gives a shit. But on the higher difficulties, this game is actually a very strategic game. Kind of like chess.
I'm not too bad at chess, so I think I'll be able to handle it.
Yeah. The reason I say it's like chess is that, because like each enemy has a different role. Like, for example, you got
Knight versus rook.
Yeah, exactly. Or like you got for example, like there are monsters and aliens and cosmonauts, right? So the aliens are like the frogs and stuff, the monsters are like the ants and stuff, and the cosmonauts are the armored soldiers. What will work on a, like, for example, my plasma cannons work really well on monsters, but they don't really do much at all to aliens or cosmonauts. The Phalanx, that has a very high DPS but no AoE, works very well on, say, anything, right? But it doesn't have an AoE. But it's just an exceptionally good weapon. So that's like an exception. But like, with limits on, I wouldn't be using the Phalanx. I'd be using something else, right? Or like with the Wing Diver, she has a core called the Sky High core, right? Technically, she could beat almost any mission by just using the Sky High core and grenades, because you could fly infinitely as long as you have skill. You could fly higher and higher at the top of the map and just throw grenades down, but it'll be very slow. There's all sorts of different approaches to different kinds of enemies, different kinds of missions, different tactics to use. That's what I love about EDF.
EDF seems so much fun. I remember it being so much fun, but the thing is, like, I never dove into like the hardcore specifics of the mechanics. To me, it was just shoot the bugs, get better weapons.
Yeah.
But I guess when you get up higher in the difficulty levels, you have to have that consideration.
Also, there's difficulty multipliers. Because, like, when you're doing that, were you doing that online or single player?
Me and my brother are doing it online, house to house. Just me and him.
I see. But,
My single player mode's about 0%.
yeah. Single player is actually, depending, like, performing single player is easier because, for example, and I mean offline single player because single player online is the most
Right.
difficult you could get. Because
How
there are
can you do single
multipliers.
player online? It's single player.
Huh?
I'm just confused by the verbiage.
Oh, you could have one player in an online lobby and still play the game. But it's the hardest difficulty. It's because, okay, so for offline single player, the difficulty is, you could say 1, right? For
Yeah.
2 players online, it's 1.8. For 3 players, it's like 2 point something. And for 4 players, it's 2.4. But for 1 player online, it is the 4-player difficulty of 2.4, but you're doing it by yourself. Because there are difficulty multipliers, you get it? So like, enemies will have twice the amount, like 2.4 times health with 4 players, and they will do 2.4 times the damage. You know?
Yeah.
But for single player, yeah, on offline. So that's why like a lot of times people will do offline grinding. And that's what I was talking about for like the easy farm thing that I was telling you about. I highly
Yeah,
recommend
to
doing
farm,
that as
the
offline.
damn farm the armor.
Yeah, I recommend doing that offline. Offline split
Where's this guy
screen is the
taking
best.
me?
Huh?
Nothing. A toad ate me, and he's like flying around.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a really huge pain in the ass that they could do because it makes it really hard to revive you.
Right. Because he can jump on top of a building, and now you gotta destroy it to save me.
No,
Or
I'm a
whatever.
wing diver.
Yeah, exactly.
Wing diver, in my opinion, is like, because since you have so much control of her, she's the best medic in the game, as well as like the best mover, and the best damage. The only problem with the wing diver is her range is absolute garbage. Other than her
Yeah, you gotta be up close with that bitch.
yeah, like you see how I'm doing it, right? But like,
Yeah.
other than that, that's her only flaw. Too bad.
But
that
the
it's an
thing is,
absolute major flaw,
even the weapon you have, I would consider mid-range.
though. It's even though it's in the short range class, it is mid range. The rapier is short range, but yeah, it is mid range. 120 meters is not bad.
Like, I just tried to shoot someone with a thunder crossbow, and I just died. You think the thunder crossbow would, you know, shoot farther?
A lot of people love the
Wouldn't
thunder
it?
crossbow. I think it's trash. I think it's fucking bad.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
think it's bad.
it is a one-shot, has a quick reload time, but apparently I gotta be up their asshole for it to be effective.
Well, not only that, but like, okay, so for me as a wing diver, because I main her, I
Yeah.
think of everything including damage, range, energy consumption, because that's the biggest thing about wing diver is energy consumption.
Yes, especially when you're flying.
Yes, and also the quirks of the enemy. Like for example, a Tempest that does like 400,000 damage will not insta-kill a Cosmonaut, not because of its health, but because of its armor. It'll break the armor, but it will not kill the Cosmonaut, you know?
I see.
Because the Cosmonaut, unless you're using a Varga, which specifically has traits to kill a Cosmonaut instantly, a Cosmonaut will always require more than one hit. Even if you were to do, hypothetically, like 5 million damage with one hit, it'll take multiple hits.
Yeah.
Because of the armor, you know?
Can you imagine dealing that kind of damage?
I mean, not 5 million, but I could do very close to 1 million damage with the right air raider.
Yeah. I mean, you even told me 990,000.
Per clip, yeah. Real quick. That's about 6 seconds, 990,000 damage. That's not bad. There's like, a lot of people's favorite class is Fencer or Air Raider, but mine is Wing Diver. But everybody has personal preference on playstyle. Like Air Raider he shits damage, dude. He does a lot of damage. Like throws it out there, boom, 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 constant. If you have a good air raider on your team, you could probably beat any mission with air raider on your team. Good weapon choice. I like the weapon choice, my man.
I'm trying to get him, you know, with my low level.
Yeah? Wait, don't kill him yet, don't kill him yet, come here. I want you to use that thing directly, point blank, shoot it at me. Shoot at me.
Fully charged?
Yes, sir. See how my health is like melting away?
Holy shit.
And I have a lot of health. And you weren't hitting me with all the shots because my character is too small.
Somehow
and yours isn't max level.
This half guy managed to survive. Thank you.
Yeah. There's a lot to this. There's a lot to this game.
Which I love.
This game is like one of these games where even though I'm beyond 100%, and even though I have thousands of hours, I could still play it because of the... Oh, this is one of the missions where I use Air Raider. I just want to show... Like, after this I'm going to go eat dinner, but I just want to show you this because I just want to show... Because Air Raider is pretty much a meme amongst the hardcore EDF community on how fucking powerful he is.
Well, I'm choosing Wing Diver again because I want her armor to get up.
Oh yeah, you use Wing Diver, of course. I just want to show you what my Air Raider can do. And this is something that'll get you, is that even your Air Raider could do it. It's not entirely the health thing. Like, I'm talking about the damage. You'll die, but like, I have a strategy in DLC 2 where it doesn't matter the Air Raider's armor. I'll just have, like, the Air Raider, because you know how, like, once you're revived, you're invincible for a couple seconds, right?
Yes.
I'll have a low-level Air Raider, just like... It's because all the enemies will be on me, they'll be chasing me. I'll have them, like the Air Raider will die over and over again, but I'll just revive them, and they'll point directly down and shoot their airstrike, and it will kill a bunch of enemies enough to refill it, because the enemies will be all there. Because they're all on me, and I'm within the airstrike. And I'll just keep reviving the Air Raider over and over again, and he just
You mean like that right now?
Like, you see all that? That's all me. You see all these airstrikes, all these bombs and stuff just constantly going?
Murder, yeah.
That's the specialty of Air Raider.
I just need like a couple thousand armor, bro. I'm only at 351.
351. That's the numbers in my name.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? That's funny.
Yeah.
Pick up all the armor you can, my friend.
Oh yeah. Normally, I just like, when I'm playing with all guys who have high percent, I usually don't collect items. Because usually guys just want to rush percent once they're in like the 90s, 95-ish.
Yeah, totally.
Because they're like at the very end of the long grind, the big race, you could say. The marathon.
Right.
So you can totally see why people wouldn't want to collect. But like, I believe in helping everybody. Including the low guys.
Good luck, Shirane.
You see how like all these enemies are just pretty much dead already? That's Air Raider.
Yeah, you're murdering them.
That's Air Raider, yeah.
Oh god, Kaiju.
This Kaiju, even though his name is Archelaus, I like to call him Giga Bowser because he looks like Giga Bowser.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to hook up my damn... do you play Smash at all?
Nope. Unfortunately, the only gaming console that I have is a PS4 and a PS3, but I lost my PS3 controller.
I mean, I was hoping you had the Switch. I was going to challenge you 1v1 in Smash. Friendly, of course. I mean, I'm not...
Of course.
Dick.
If you have Dragon Ball FighterZ, that's the one fighting game that I haven't played consistently.
I do have Dragon Ball FighterZ, but it's not on PlayStation.
Ah, unfortunate. Do you have it on the Switch?
No, I have it on Xbox One.
Oh, I see.
It was free 1 month and I got it.
I see.
I've got the 360 still, don't judge me. So I've got a 360 collection that I'm not going to sell for 50 cents. And then I've got the Xbox One, I've got the Wii, I've got the Switch, the PS4, I've got the PC that has fucking endless titles on it. I mean, I emulate most of everything on it. With the exception of the Dreamcast, I cannot find the Dreamcast BIOS.
If it makes you feel any better, I have no idea what those are. Remember, I'm still
basic input-output system is what it means.
A what?
And basic input-output system BIOS. And if I were to get that on my computer, I could play Sega Dreamcast games with great classes like Carrier and what's that other one? Power Stone. Dreamcast was so far ahead of its time.
What about Sonic? Are you a Sonic fan? Because that's like the one thing that I know from Sega. Because my dad used to play
well, Sonic the Hedgehog did shape my life as a young child. And as far as the original Sega Genesis goes, I beat all of them thoroughly. Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles.
Oh, by the way, you could get in this and collect. It has a huge collection ring and it's fast.
And I also beat him on Dreamcast too, so I'm incorrect to say that I didn't beat him anywhere else. Oh, come on, Ant. The fuck?
Yeah.
Is it Green Ant now? Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Yeah, I recommend getting into it's because the good thing about Nixes is that any character could get into it. So I highly suggest getting in my Nix. That way you could collect. That's the last enemy. You sure you want to kill it?
Nope, I'm gonna run away and revive our Asian friend.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a wise decision because he might kill him. But, yeah.
Alright, well, fuck that. Let's collect items.
We'll get the USA guy. But yeah, I'm trying to get married before I do any of the sexual stuff.
No, I don't believe it all one bit. That's the right way to do it. That's the real way to do it.
I'll be honest with you. It all happened. There's a crazy story to it. It's because, like, the thing about me is that, like, growing up, I never really had a lot of feelings. Like, I was definitely attracted to girls, don't get me wrong. But I never had, like, a lot of emotional feelings towards girls. Then, when it's because, like, for me, like, I wasn't really treated very well by girls in school, right? But, like, once I started to get to know, like, once I actually started to meet, like, kinder girls, I realized that, oh, hey, yeah, there's actual, you could get feelings towards girls.
There's gonna be a day we're gonna have to marry and fornicate one of these species.
Yeah. Like, originally when I was first going to the Philippines, I was like, oh, shit, this is an opportunity for me to get laid. I'm gonna fucking have sex with prostitutes on the street, get my dick sucked. But then, I actually met people that I enjoyed their company, and I'm like, oh, hey, this is what it's like to actually get to know a girl, you know? And I actually, something other than my dick was beating.
Well, I certainly understand that. For me, it was, I lost my virginity on my 15th birthday, and I didn't have much of a choice. I'm not gonna say I was raped, but, did not have a say in it.
So you were pressured into it.
Yeah, big time.
But I'm assuming you enjoyed it, of course.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, but yeah, but I mean at the same time, it's not that they were bad, evil women. It's just that shit happens.
Did it feel good?
Oh, it felt great. And,
well, it was nice playing with you, by the way, man.
I'm not trying to brag or like be crazy, but it was like I was doing it with this one girl, and she was